Hey, welcome to Weenie Trades. I'm Greg, I'm an options trader, and it was a pretty crazy day in the market today, and I want to share it with you. So I'm going to be covering the SPY, what it did today, I'm going to be covering Bitcoin, I'm going to be covering ISPO, the parabolic runner that happened today, and I'm going to be going into a brief trading recap and talking about a few butterflies that I did today and lots of other cool option strategies. So be sure to stay tuned and pay attention to the video. It's going to be very important. So first up, we got SPY, big down day, down 2.14%. You can look at my watch list over here. Lots of red names. PLTR had a down day. AMD, Nvidia got destroyed, minus 7%. We're talking about all of these short setups live at Weenie Trades Live, all of these breakdowns. Apple got clapped. AMC got clapped. Even the meme stocks started to drop. Tesla got destroyed. Coinbase got destroyed. We'll be talking about some of those names. But over here, SPY got absolutely destroyed. Drop, a kickback rally. This was kind of like a bearish bear flag formation where SPY really started to roll over. It had every opportunity to go higher and didn't. So when we drop and do that bear flag, boom, we start to break that bear flag. The volume didn't really start to increase until towards the end of the day. So the sell-off was kind of like a choppy, grindy sell-off where it was like a weird one where like the bears didn't really get a flush, at least a straight downward flush, but the bulls never really got the bounce that they're looking for. And I was talking about this in terms of people being trapped. So do you guys remember how I was talking about 446 all the way up to 448 was that supply zone to go short? We talked about it at the Sunday game plan. We talked about it on Tuesday and Wednesday. At least two videos this week talked about 446 to 480 was that supply zone that if we're coming to it from the bottom side, there's a good chance that we're going to resist there, at least on the first go around. We pull back, we hit there again, could not get past supply, 448, boom. SPY absolutely gets clapped and flushes into the close. So now that SPY has flushed, what's next? Well, the expected move for SPY is about $5.50. So that means if you see SPY somewhere around 443, that might be a good area to potentially go short intraday tomorrow. Again, none of this is financial advice. I'm not telling you to short. I'm just saying that that's a supply zone for tomorrow. 443 if it turns into resistance. Otherwise, 432 is going to be that support level. 432 is where if SPY is selling and extended into 432, there could be a potential buy zone. I would probably wait a little bit lower and wait for that weekly expected move of about that 327 to 328 level. So watch out. That's kind of the established range that I have moving into tomorrow and potentially even next week is 443. 440 is going to be very short-term resistance. If it can't even get above 440, look out below. But really, it's that 443 that's going to be that tricky resistance. And then we talked about that support, 432, all the way down to 427. I'm writing 332. That's a 432. So either way, a little bit of a bearish lean still, but short-term could still get a bounce. We are oversold into a support area, so we could get a short-term bounce, but you would expect a likely lower high after that. So keep an eye out on the S&P. Bulls are definitely in trouble. Macro point of view though, if this is a really strong level, let's say it just magically holds and bulls are really coming in with good volume, then we could bounce a little bit more. Maybe we could come to the midpoint of this trading range, touch that 450. But again, for a very long time, I'm not expecting SPY to get much higher than, 457 to 460. And, we might not be talking about those numbers for quite a few months. But let's let the chart evolve. Let's take it day by day. So that's the S&P. Bitcoin had a pretty rough day, /BTC, down 1.3%. Talked about that resistance at 45K. There's a chance it could get to that 48K from that breakout. So, here's our lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. We start to break that channel. Not really on an increase in volume. I didn't take that Bitcoin trade. Nice good move higher on Bitcoin, but couldn't really continue its uptrend. Now it's starting to crack lower on Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin might just do a zigzaggy type of downtrend for quite a while. Again, just waiting for the crypto, to really flush out its bear market. Still maybe a little bit too many bulls. Once the bulls just feel really tired and, ran down and wore out, and I hear people that are really into crypto that are selling their crypto, that's when I might start nibbling on more crypto. But other than that, Bitcoin still bearish. Looking for that 20,000 on Bitcoin. Otherwise, maybe we can break out over this 45K and see a little bit higher prices. Certainly our general Romulus from Grok Trade, he's been talking about the Bitcoin sell-off pretty much ever since the highs, so he's definitely a beast, a macro trader, really awesome. Go check out groktrade.com/Romulus. We had a Thursday night live. It's always good to do those weekend touch-ups, or during the week touch-ups, I should say. It's not the weekend yet. It will be the weekend. But either way, Bitcoin going to get clapped. Watch out. The things like Coinbase got destroyed. Talked about shorting Coinbase at 210, 220. Well, there you go. There's Coinbase dropping 7%. I didn't get the reload short. I just, shorted it the first time at 214, covered down here, 193. Nice, good move on Coinbase. Did not get the reshort, though. Coinbase has a lot of trouble with it. Some of the big YouTubers are starting to buy Coinbase. I think one of their averages was, like 193. Yeah, they're probably going to get clapped on that. They should maybe stick to YouTube, not trading. But I'm having some good fun over here. Either way, Coinbase, that's a bear flag, likely to drop. Drop, bear flag, drop. Yeah, so keep an eye out for all these stocks. Let's talk about ISPO. ISPO is a parabolic runner. Oh my goodness. ISPO, look at this stock. From $9 to $108. $9 to $108. Look at this. So I traded actually ISPO a lot. And it was actually to the short side, but it was through paper trading because this is probably hard to borrow. I can't get shares to short on Thinkorswim. And I'm certainly not going to be buying it this late in the trend. So I was shorting it on the paper trade. I actually had my best paper trading day ever shorting ISPO. And over 15 grand on the day. Gosh, that's absolutely amazing. And what I'm doing is all these arrows represents the entries and the exits. So ISPO, nice good flat top breakout over like 30. We squeeze higher. We're halt. I have managed to get some shares filled short at about 50. And boom, get a nice good flush. That's for a 30% move. Nice good TP down there on the short trade. We start to rally. I short this green candle, stop just above. Boom, we get a nice good like 20% flush. TP down there. I let it squeeze later in the day. Oh, I catch another little top, short it right there. Gets like a 5-minute flush. TP. And again, another short. We get a flush. Talked about the short all the way even from 93. And then look, it's still flushing. So really good move on ISPO. Of course, it would have been just easier to go long, but you do not want to get in the habit of buying a stock that just went from 10 to 20 to 30 to 40 to 50. These are very, very rare. But how would you trade it if you were long? Well, you can buy the breakout, put your stop loss in. Boom, we flush. We never hit the stop loss. Once we start to do some like pennant patterns, you can add to the position, and then you can raise that stop loss, given that it could get halted. So you're taking a huge risk trading these types of names. We get a nice good EQ, just basically just pinching, where's the resistance? Where do the short sellers have to give up? That's usually where the breakout's going to be. That's another breakout. You can add and raise your stop loss. And then you've got a 3 times position with your stop loss pretty close. Your stop loss could be at like 71 and you could have a triple size position. Boom. How greedy are you going to get? Like, how greedy do you want to hold this for? I would be out in minutes on these candles, but absolutely amazing move by ISPO. I actually did still hold 50 shares short. And so that's up. We'll see if I can cover it in the morning. I would not actually hold these shares short, I don't think, in a live account. So maybe I shouldn't be practicing that, because the reason for that is it can squeeze indefinitely. This thing could gap up to 300, and then you're sitting at a massive loss because you can lose more than you put in when you're shorting. You can get margin called as stocks infinitely squeeze. Think back to GameStop and AMC. So, you generally don't want to be holding these short overnight. That's why I like trading put options. Put options, the most you can lose is the option premium. I don't like losing infinite amounts of money. So I'm probably going to not lose infinite amounts of money. Same thing though, GameStop. GameStop could actually still get clapped. You can see some of my positions that I've got over here. But February 25th, March 4th put spreads. GameStop. So ISPO, nice good, drop over there. DraftKings as well. DraftKings reports earnings tomorrow morning, and I went with a strangle on DraftKings. So right over here, I have this DraftKings 3 option strategy. Cost me $159. That's the most I can lose. How do I lose that money? Well, I lose that money if DraftKings is above 22 but beneath 24, because that's the call and the put I'm buying. So basically on DraftKings, from 22 to 0, I make good money. So let's just like label this, you know, green. Cool, cool, cool. And then from 24 to 26, I actually have upside exposure as well. Super cool. The way I lose money is if DraftKings goes nowhere tomorrow and is above 22 but beneath 24, that's where I actually lose the full amount of money. Now that's the least likely scenario, and that could happen. Oh, I'm turning into a ghost. Hello, ghost. Ghost Weenie over here. Woo! Ghost Weenie. Either way, DraftKings, you know, I make a good amount of money if DraftKings can flush. So I do have a little bit of a bearish weight if you take a look at the strikes, but I still actually make $43 if DraftKings goes higher and closes at or above 26. So super cool stuff on this strangle, I should say. So it's a strangle. I'm taking both sides of the trade because the implied volatility was low. DraftKings is only expected to do a little like $2.50. That's a very low expected move for a stock that moves like DraftKings, given it is a lot lower in price than it once was. So it makes a little bit of sense. But if the expected move is very low, that's when I like to take those strangle types of trades. So that's DraftKings. You know, we also talked about Tesla. You know, had a decent red day Tuesday on Tesla, coming back nice and strong on Tesla. The put spreads, the bear call credit spreads, all paying out, and these are the longer dated ones. March 11th, later in March, selling bear call credit spreads, put debit spreads. You know, you can take a look at all the strikes down here if you want to see those. Nice good move on Tesla today to the downside. And you know, if you guys were watching Weenie Trades live, I even had a buy stop limit to sell short Tesla underneath 905. So I make money as Tesla drops from that 905 area. I couldn't get filled though. Gosh, that was super frustrating. Tesla flushes, you know, contracts are up hundreds of percents, you know, or, you know, maybe not hundreds of percents, but they're up quite a bit. And, you know, there's another breakdown underneath 887. This is when I was really just freaking out. I was getting pissed that the Tesla was squeezing against her. I was like, just flush. And I was whining a little bit. It definitely needed, I was a little bit outside of my comfort zone. And that's what I'm trying to do as a trader, push myself outside of the comfort zone. It's time for me to start scaling, and I just need to slowly build up those scaling muscles. But either way, a really good day shorting Tesla. I'm not going to get greedy on this one. I'm going to cover if we get another drop. Otherwise, I still have my remaining 1/3 of the position, and I'm just going to, you know, take break even on that if Tesla rallies. But what's super cool about these options is that they're time dependent. So the longer that Tesla stays underneath 900, the more money that I get paid. And again, I'm going to make a couple thousand if Tesla can just hold underneath that 900. If not though, oh well. And again, if you want to learn how to do these types of option strategies, I offer a full-blown options course talking about my strategies, things that I've learned over the years. Of course, there's many other options courses. I'd rather you at least understand options from anybody, not even just me, from anybody, just to make sure that you know what you're doing, because options are super valuable when you understand what you can do, how artistic you can be with your trade idea. There's so much to go about it, and it'll just help even with your regular trading, even if you don't trade options. And so you can see all of the different strategies that there are. There's much more. There's an option strategy for anything because it's the insurance market, and you can do whatever you want with all these different legs. Gosh, I just love options trading. And you know, and also just always just a quick reminder, keep logging your trades. You know, if you can figure out what you're bad at, what you're good at, you can really start to refine what is working well and what is not. I mean, how many people are keeping detailed trading logs like this, that, you know, the ticker, the type, how much you're willing to risk, the cost, the exit. The notes is the most important section. You know, how much are you risking per trade to get your reward? You know, what would you grade yourself based on your execution? And that's how we get better and better as traders. And it's really fun when you get really good at trading, because then you can really snowball those profits. Now, of course, I'm not perfect. I've never claimed to be the greatest trader in the world, but I'm certainly not the worst. And my goal is to show you the journey of a trader while live streaming and doing it all. So if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Lots of interesting stuff going to be happening over the next 2 days and weeks. It's going to be a blast. New videos going to be coming out. Gosh, we have some Weenie Academy members doing some calls with me. It's super fun. So hit the like button. We got 100 likes on stream today. All I had to do was ask. So if all I have to do is ask, and then can you please hit the like button? If you enjoyed the stream, and if not, comment below what I can do to earn your like button. Alrighty, see ya.